G'day guys, it's Steve here again from Charlie Noise. Been on a little while. Not much happening tonight, so I thought I'd jump in and do a little pack opening. I've got myself a couple of TMNT pre-release kits here, and I thought I'd open one of them. But before we get to the main event, I thought I'd jump in and have a little look at the set itself. I bought a couple of these just to play a bit of sealed. My son, which I like to do most of the sets. But he is away at camp at the moment, so he's sitting a couple of days now, kind of going begging, and I've got the itch. I really want to see what's in at least one of them, in my one, and I can start thinking about what deck I want to make. My understanding, I haven't played it yet, but the limited environment for this set is quite fun, at least according to the MTG North guys. So I'm pretty keen to sort of get in and have a little squiz. Not a lot of value in the set itself, if we just quickly jump into there first. So here's the TMNT sort of main set, 211 cards with a total value of $229. It's like immediately after release as well. So you can expect prices are going to come down from here as people open the product. So the two main cards that we're going to be looking for today will be the Super Shredder and Krang at Mythic, and then at Rare you've got Cool But Rude, which is the Saga there, and the Ooze and Michael. To 11, everything else from there is sort of diminishing returns. I think disregard these. I think these only come in the pizza bundle, but don't quote me. But one thing that I do like about this set is the bonus print sheet. Lots of value in there. You've got a 20 card bonus print sheet, like auxiliary set. Lots of really strong reprints in there. I think probably 10 out of the 20 hold a reasonable amount of value, and they should all come in at the same or similar rarities, I think. Don't quote me again, but I think they'll all be sort of treated as the same rarity, so you've got equal chance of pulling the top end versus the bottom end. Doubling Season leading the charge, still a $40 card despite the number of reprints that it's seen. Obviously it was in Foundations, it was in Double Masters and Commander Masters, and I think it was Enchanting Tales in Eldraine as well, Wilds of Eldraine. So multiple reprints in the last couple of years, but still holding a $40 price point. Don't love the art on this one, but hey man, if we get it, I'm not going to complain. And then you've got Shadow Sphere as well in the second slot as well. So this was a reprint in the bonus sheet in the Lord of the Rings, but prior to that, just Theros Beyond Death, I reckon, and in its heyday, a very expensive card as well. Very, very playable. And then you've got All Will Be One, Trouble in Pairs. Trouble in Pairs is a great card as well. And then the Undercity Sewers, which I saw in Markov Manor, right? As the Scryland. So that's what we're aiming to hit. I guess people have been blowing these out because apparently the pre-release didn't go too well for game stores around here, in this country at least. And so people are just trying to get rid of them, I think. Please disregard the state of my hands here. I've been cleaning gutters, and they're a little bit scuffed up. But cut my nails, they're all nice and clean, so we should be good to go. So I guess the question is, which one's calling out to us? Let's go the one with the munted fingers. Here we go. We're going to crack into this, and we'll see what we get. Like I say, game stores pre-release were poorly attended, unattended, I guess. And so there's a lot of game stores around here that are sort of stuck with excess products here. So if you're one of the people that like to keep your Magic cards sealed with the hope that they will increase in value, I wouldn't put a lot of weight behind this particular product, because I think there's going to be a lot of it swimming about for years to come. Anyway, what's done is done now, right? She is open. We will check our promo card at the end. We've got the Leo dice. Hang on, I don't know if you can see that. There we go. This is messing me up. Every time I go start a game, I always think this is the 20, but it's not. The 1. There we go. There's our lad. pop that over here. And then we're going to have six packs here. Pop that off to the side. Actually, you get away, onto the floor. Over there. All right, wish us luck. Here we go. Now, because I'm going to play the sealed with these later, I am going to keep these packs in their order so I can reopen them later. Right, here we go. What's our order here? I have not seen much of this set, to be honest. I haven't played it yet. I've had nothing to do with it thus far. Let's try and get it in a position where the glare isn't too bad. Just quickly shuffle through these commons. There's not really anything at common or uncommon that we particularly need to worry about too much, outside of making a deck. So, Northampton Farm certainly wasn't one of the ones on the list. And then we've got Ooze Spill as a foil and an Escape Tunnel and food token. Alright, one pack down. Don't know if there's much to write about with that one. But as far as playable cards for the limited environment, that's it's a secondary concern at the moment, but it is a concern at least. So I'll have a proper look through these later, and I'll start thinking about what it is that I would like to do in terms of deck making. All right, here we go. Oop, we're upside down. Sorry. Try again. Looks like we've got a bonus sheet card here as well, or at least a full art. Now, I think with the I'm not sure, but with the bonus sheets in this one, oh no, it's just a full art for me. That's fine. With the bonus sheet cards in, at least with Final Fantasy, I know that you could only get them in foil in the collector packs. So I'm not sure if that's still the case here, although I would strongly suspect so, to add an extra element of desirability to... I like these two. Extra element of desirability to the collector packs themselves, right? And to those cards as well. So that being the case, if that is indeed the case, actually, you're going to find that those source material cards, they're called in this set, will hold a certain value in the non-foil, but there will be a significant multiplier for the foil versions. If the only place that you can get them is in the now quite expensive collector packs. All right. Okay, 2 packs down. Nothing of any value yet, but at least we are, I don't know, we're learning about the set, and I guess in many ways we're learning about ourselves. Did you guys watch the Ninja Turtles back in the day? I'm an 80s kid, so I absolutely did. Back in the days of the Ninja Panic in the UK, and they had to be called the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. But I suppose, well, not with good cause, but me and my mates at school, in the schoolyard, used to beat the living hell out of each other pretending to be Ninja Turtles. So, it's not without its merit, I suppose. And I watch Party Dude and Michelangelo's Technique. Okay. Purple Dragon Punks as our foil. Cartoon only, really. Never read the comics or anything. Bit too young for that. More of a Saturday morning cartoon sort of sitch. When I saw the movie when it came out in, must have been 1989 or 1990, and that was pretty terrible. Even as a child, I realized at the time, I was like, hang on a second, this is look, she ain't great. Although, having said that, I did like Casey Jones. Twin Avatar. Nada yet, right? Can't all be winners. Raphael Ninja Destroyer, first mythic for the pre-release kit. He's quite buff, isn't he? But Raph, he was my favourite turtle. Island and another food token. You know, when you're young, it was all Michelangelo, but as you get older and more cynical, of course, Raph is the one who sort of calls out to you. And then at work, when I'm working on dialysis, because it's connecting up the dialysis, two-person job, and I always like to ask if somebody wants to connect or if they want to be Donatello and do machines. Nobody gets it, but I get a little giggle out of myself. This frog. Leatherhead Swamp Stalker. Leonardo's Technique as the foil rare. Another island. We are down to 1, so if we can't pull anything of any sort of value out of here, then I'm going to have to rely on my young ward to do better with his pre-release kit. But I guess they can't all be bangers, right? We did play Spider-Man when that came out. Same deal. Did not do well with the pre-release. The stores around here, and ended up left with a lot of excess stock that we'll manage to sweep in and get on the cheap. And in my kit, I did pull a Soulstone, which paid for basically the entire thing plus change. So that was very nice. But you can't expect to do that with every set, I suppose. So if we take the L on this one, then you know, I'm just gonna have to be okay with it. I think by that sort of the Game Master, South Wind Avatar, East Wind Avatar, a foil planes, and a food token, and then Color Super Shredder. Color Super Shredder, save us! Leo's Technique again. Boo. Oh man, they don't even have the promo stamp on them anymore. Mate, so even if yeah, well there goes the multiplier on pre-release cards, on desirable cards. Yeah, that's very interesting. I think is it a time saving thing? I don't know. Anyway, that's all she wrote really. I'll get to work on making a deck. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I suppose I'll catch you on the next one. Feel free to like and subscribe down the bottom. And yeah, thanks for your time. I'll catch you later. Bye.